Welcome to the Motown India show, Mr. Gurpratap and Mr. Kevin Flynn. Just a few questions, definitely on the Jeep Compass. First is that this vehicle is being made in India, apart from the fact that it's being made in Brazil, Mexico, and China.
Mm-hmm.
So does that mean we're expecting large volumes, and this is a very critical decision on the part of FCA?
Yeah, look, I think the exciting thing about this particular project is the fact that we're part of a global program, and you just identified the 4 plants that are going to be manufacturing this car. So I think the interesting thing is the fact that this isn't a car developed for India that we're then looking for opportunity to export elsewhere. This is a global car built to global standards and consistency across those different manufacturing plants around the world. Our responsibility to this project is going to be right-hand drive markets. So we're going to be not only manufacturing the car for consumption in India locally, but also for very well developed right-hand drive markets, and we have that sole responsibility. Now this is great news for India, because it means India consumers are not getting a car engineered for India. They're getting a global car, which is part of a global program. And we're really excited about this. We're not far away now from going live on production. The car is phenomenal. It exceeds our expectations, and I think it's going to really appeal to the Indian consumer, and also real credibility in the fact that we're exporting this car to very well developed markets across the globe.
Okay, so can you tell me about this Ranjangaon plant where it's going to be manufactured? This plant is already manufacturing certain products from your company, and if I'm not mistaken, from the Tatas also.
That's right.
It continues to be a 50-50 joint venture plant?
Yes, it does.
It's ended that old distribution alliance which you had. So can you tell me a little about this plant and the business it's doing today?
Yeah, so it is absolutely one of the finest automobile plants that is there in India and also globally. And this I say with a lot of confidence, because we've been having visitors from all over the world who've seen some of the best facilities that we have across the world, and they rate this as one of the best. So having said that, we've done a lot of investment in the facility for this product, and we've set up a new body shop. We've upgraded our assembly line, we've upgraded our paint shop, and we are ready now to make world-class products. That's not saying that our products currently being manufactured weren't world-class. They were at that when they were launched. In that they were absolutely world-class then, and this product is to the standards that are there today across the world.
Okay, so when you say a lot of investment has gone into it, this joint venture has made that investment. I mean, both the companies.
Yeah, so
Is that how it works?
The joint venture makes the investment. That's right.
Okay. Now, coming to this particular model, which you're going to make very soon, it's going to have a dedicated assembly line, and would it have its own little area?
No, we have a common assembly line that will continue to manufacture multiple products. So having dedicated assembly lines is not an efficient way of doing things.
Okay. What's the capacity of this plant?
It's 160,000 cars per annum.
Okay. And what is the current utilization levels?
We are at about 40% to 40% utilization.
Okay, Fiat not only makes good products, it also makes good engines. And are engines also made here, or are they?
We will be making the diesel engine for this vehicle here.
Okay, before you think I'm digressing, let me come back to the Compass. The Compass, of course, has worldwide is going to have several powertrains. In India, it's going to definitely have a petrol and a diesel.
Yes.
How many of them? Is it just going to be one petrol and one diesel? Or
no, look, we've obviously got powertrains which are important for Indian application that are going to fit very, very well into what the consumers are looking for in the India market. but obviously we're going to be exporting, and we need to accommodate those external markets as well. So the nice thing about this project is we've got quite a portfolio of componentry within the plant, which also is going to allow us in India to move the whole project along and to dig into a broader sort of options list and so forth. So I think it's going to play very, very well for what we want to do and for keeping our product fresh as we go through the life cycle.
A lot of fortunes rest on this product because it's going to be a great product. And,
yes.
And before I progress, I need to ask you. It's already been launched in Brazil, and how's it doing there?
Look, this car is a real key piece in Jeep's global growth. So we're going live. Brazil, it's gone live. We've got the other markets going live with this car, and now here we are, just about to go into production with the vehicle. So, you know, it's a global onslaught in some respects as we really take this car to market. So still early days, but I've got to say the integrity of the car, the depth of the car, the way the whole thing is put together is an incredibly capable car. So I think the appeal is going to be huge, and actually we're going to see significant growth on the Compass across all the markets.
Okay, and India continues to be a very price-sensitive market, especially when prices come down. You know, when it's 1 crore plus, obviously it's a different ball game. You know, with your other three products.
Yeah, absolutely.
But when the prices come down, price sensitivity steps in and kicks in, and we are assuming that this product will be priced right. Does that also mean there's going to be a huge level of localization for this product?
We've worked hard on that, and undoubtedly that has helped us. That we've maximised what opportunities are available within the Indian market and Indian capabilities. I think this project for us is a huge accolade for Indian manufacturing. As well is a huge accolade for us as part of the FCA organisation, that we've been entrusted with right-hand drive production for this car. Locally, we understand the pricing sensitivities. I believe we've got it right. I believe the package that we put together and where we will be positioning the car, I think is going to meet with real appeal to the Indian consumer.
This is the first time perhaps a Jeep, and we call it an elite brand, is going to be priced at a kind of an affordable pricing, I'm assuming. Does that mean that FCA India is hoping to come down on the price, or come up with newer products which would be a lot more affordable?
We made it clear when we came in with the CBU product. We understood that CBU product with the duties that are demanded upon them in India, 180% duty. We always knew that these cars were going to be our brand leaders. They were the cars that were going to establish and put Jeep in clear understanding of everybody of where the position is. That's not where the bulk is going to be. We knew that. It was always about bringing a local product. And we said right at that time, we're going to bring a local manufactured product. The beauty is, it's not a car that we have developed for the Indian market. It's a global car. And that's where I think the credibility of Jeep is coming through. It's a 75-year-old iconic brand that we've now brought to India. And part of that process is a locally manufactured car to global standards. I believe we're going to have the price right. I believe we're making Jeep attainable by this market, and we're going to find ourselves a position with great appeal and great positioning.
Brand-wise, there are two strong brands. On one end, you have Fiat; they're part of the same family. You have Fiat, you have Jeep now. And Fiat has been kind of struggling in this country for quite some time, though it's a brand everybody recalls pretty fast. We know there's a brand like that, but there's something which I, as a journalist and a lot of people have realized that it's not doing well, you know. With Jeep coming in, does it mean the focus shifts there, or does it mean that you're going to take the family together, hold
Okay,
hands?
I think it's a good question, and I think there's two elements to it. The chapter today in our new book, so to speak, is Jeep, but that does not take anything away from what we are with Fiat. Undoubtedly, the positive element and what we are doing in preparing ourselves to be ready for Jeep is going to have a real positive effect on Fiat. You've just got to look at life cycle. We all understand where we are with life cycle on Fiat products, and we understand where we are with life cycle on Jeep Compass right at the start. One's right at the start. One is very seasoned in its life cycle. So as the life cycles change, so the appeal will change. We understand what we've got to do with Fiat. We're working on those elements, but at the moment, this is about Jeep, and I think Jeep is going to put a very positive spin on what we are and how we're seen in this country.
One last question. The word compass is a beautiful word. Now, is it going to show the right direction to your company? Are you confident of this product?
Yeah, I am confident. I think the substance that I see and feel when I drive this car, when I look at the credibility, we're an SUV brand.
Absolutely.
An SUV, a brand that's dedicated to SUVs, making this kind of a product in India is going to fit perfectly. And I really believe the faith that's being placed in us by our organisation has been earned, and I believe the quality of the product that we are going to be manufacturing, people can take a lot of confidence from the fact that we're exporting to very well developed right-hand drive markets across the globe. We have that sole responsibility, and we are bringing a fantastic product to the Indian market.
And dealerships will be separate for both the brands.
We have a sort of dual strategy. So we've already established at the moment 9 what we call destination stores. There's a few more to come where they are focused very much. Some of them are focused 100% on Jeep. Some of them actually have Fiat and Jeep and a Bath in that environment. What we're also working on is actually what we call a migration strategy, where we're taking some of our real loyal relationships through to a new era of business with us, and we are establishing them also as Jeep, Fiat and a Bath operations. So it's a whole strategy, making sure we've got a good footprint across the country to really look after the Compass customer in a way that person really will expect.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, and wish you both a lot of success.
Thank you.